All right, welcome back, guys. This is a brand new series I'm starting today. This is April 1st, 2023, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke. I'm going to be doing one video per day featuring an 80s metal riff by a different band each day for 30 straight days. So if you're into 80s metal, this is the place to be. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff. These will be fairly short videos. I'm going to demonstrate the riff, and I'm going to teach it to you, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time. There will usually be tab for you to download for the riff. We're just going to have a lot of fun with this. So, a couple things on the get-go here I want to clarify is I'm not going to bring in the thrash style. I'm going to keep this mainly to traditional classic metal and also some of the hard rock kind of glammy stuff. You know, there might be a Motley Crue or even a Poison riff or something like that, but a lot of it's going to be bands like Queensryche and Sabotage and Dio and Judas Priest and all that kind of good stuff. All right, there might be a few obscure things in there, but most of these you guys will know. And that's about it. Like I said, I'm just doing one riff per band, so I'm not going to be doing multiple riffs from a single artist or band or anything like that. So it'll be a little challenge to keep me on my toes. All right. So if you've been following me at all, you'll know that I've done this a couple of years ago, and it was a lot of fun. And a lot of people really love that and still dig that series. It's a playlist on my YouTube channel, so make sure and check that out. But these are going to be all different riffs. And we're just going to get started today with a riff from Accept. And this is from the Russian Roulette album called Aiming High. This was actually suggested to me by a buddy of mine in Italy named Lorenzo. Thanks, Lorenzo, for suggesting this. It's a great riff. I'm not just going to throw obscure stuff at you if it's not great. So this is a really good riff. And there's even a video of Wolf Hoffman showing how to play this, and he picks it a little differently than I'm going to. Maybe if I had a little more time to work on it, I'd pick it like him. He uses upstrokes on the chords and downstrokes on the open string notes, but you might want to just Google that if you'd like to know how the master himself does it. Wolf Hoffman, of course, the guitarist for Accept. So without further ado, I just want to say that there will be tab for this in the description box below. I'm not going to do this introduction every time there's a new video, so these will go a little quicker here. Also, there is a free sweep picking guide. It's got tab, it's got backing tracks, it's got all kinds of cool stuff. Some really good exercises if you're just getting into sweep picking. It's my free gift to you. Called Sweep Picking Boot Camp, but it's a lot of fun. So make sure and check that out in the description below. Okay, so let's get going on the riff here. This is standard tuning. Again, the riff is Aiming High from the Russian Roulette album by the band Accept, 1986, I believe. That's another thing. All these riffs have to fit in between 1980 and 1989. So there's another little parameter for you. It's in the key of A. Let me just play it for you, and then we'll break it down. Okay, that's the riff. A little slower. Okay, so you'll notice just let me highlight this for now. This last two chords, you can either play, so the very last chord's either an E power chord or it's It's an inversion of an E power chord. 6 on the 4th string and 9 on the G string there. That chord is definitely being played on the recording, but on the video that I saw with Wolf, he just played an E power chord here. So one guitar is probably doing the inversion, and the other guitar is doing that. So just so you know. All right, so in the key of A, we're playing these what are called dyads, 2-note chords. We're starting on the 2nd fret. These chords are all on the D and G strings. And we're playing 2 and 2 on the D and G, 2 and 4 on the D and G, 2 and 5 on the D and G. Okay, so like that. Now you notice the A string coming in between there, so make sure and follow the tab on that. We're going to move up here. We're going to play 7G, 3D, 5G, 3D, 4G, 3D. So, and notice the hand shift there. Index, pinky, so. We're going to play this. Counting back to our first shape here, we're going to do this way. We're going to play 5G, 2D, 4G, 2D, and then 2G, 2D. Then we're going to do something a little different, but let's cover all that first. Now, what we're going to do is play this. It's based around an E major chord. And now we're going to go to the low E string for the open notes. But only for that part. Everything else, we're going back to the A string. So what we're playing is here, the 2nd fret D, 1st fret G, low E string, and then 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G, and then 2nd fret D, 4th fret G. So it'd be like this. Okay, so here's all that together so far. And we're going to start over. But instead of coming down here, we're going to go back up. Okay, so here's the second half of the riff. Put those together, you get the whole riff. So let me break this down for you. It's the second part of the riff, same as the first. Move up here. But now, so we just played down to the 4th fret on the G string. We're going to go back up to the 5th fret on the G. And then the 7th while holding the 3rd fret D. So, and then we're going to play this 7 and 10 on the D and G. And if you want to play the E inversion, you just go down a half step, 6 and 9. Or if you want to just play an E5 power chord, 7 and 9 on the A and D string. And that's the whole riff, guys. I'm going to do it one more time at normal speed, and that'll be it. Here we go. Time. Sorry, I messed up the E part. But you get the idea, right? That's the whole thing. Make sure and check the tab for all the specifics. And you shouldn't have too much trouble with this. Maybe just getting it up to speed. What I was going to say about the way Wolf plays it, he goes, he plays an upstroke on the chords. So it'd be upstroke and then down. And what that does is it gives you a stronger attack on the higher strings. I just haven't practiced that enough to get that down smooth. And I'm not sure if the other guitar player would play it that way either. So when they've got two guitar players in the band. So in any case, do it how you want. It still sounds awesome. That's Aiming High by Accept. This was Riff 1 of 30. I've got my work cut out for me, so I better go get busy. I'll see you next time. Rock on.